Good morning, my dear students. I am Dr. Bishanko Bishwas, Demonstrator, Community Medicine, Bankura Sammilani Medical College. Today, I will discuss about problem cards. In exams, practical exams, you will face the problem cards. Hope you already go through the my last class, that is contraceptive methods. Today I will discuss first about contraceptive methods. So, Kolani has come to subcenter for family planning advice. She is 30 years old and has has a daughter of 7 months. Her husband Madhav is regular alcoholic and beats her regularly. Kollani has suffered from jaundice twice in last 1 year. Her menstrual history is normal. What method of contraceptive is most suitable for them and why? What are the advantages and disadvantages of these methods? So, first, when you face the problem cards, you have to read each and every point carefully. Kollani is 30 years and has a 7-month daughter of 7 months. So, her daughter is now might be continuing breastfeeding. She continue breastfeeding. So, any oral contraceptive pills or any hormonal pills will not suitable for her. And Madhav is regular alcoholic and beats her regularly. So, any conventional method or which needs regular motivation like condom, it is not suitable for him. And Kollani suffered from jaundice twice in last 1 year. So, she has liver disease. So, she is not suitable for oral contraceptive pills, and menstrual history is normal. So, please remember that copper T or IUD all are the suitable, copper T is suitable for her because she has at least one child, she has regular menstrual period, and that 2 point in this problem card, there 2 points is enough for choose the correct one, that is IUD or copper T. It might be 375 or 380A. So, the method of contraceptive is most suitable for them is copper T. And why? You explain the previous point, for and against both you have to discuss. And what are the advantage or disadvantage? Advantage is there is no regular needs of regular motivation. This is not regular use each and every before each and every coitus. And disadvantage is the and advantage it gives the prolonged period, that is 5 years for 375 and 10 years for 380A. And disadvantages are bleeding, pain. Pain is the most common complication for withdrawing, and bleeding, and there is rare complication or rare disadvantage is perforation of uterus, and there is chance of mild ectopic pregnancy. There is they are very rare. Pain and bleeding is the disadvantages. So, next problem, A couple has come to postpartum unit for family planning advice. The husband is 24 years and wife is 20 years old. Their only child 5 months, that means the baby is breastfed, and who is exclusively breastfed, yes, that is mentioned here. On questioning, you find that the wife gives a history of ectopic pregnancy. So, when you saw the ectopic pregnancy, you discard the any chance of copper T, any history of PID, any history of ectopic pregnancy and irregular menstrual period, you discard the option of choice of copper T. This is called cafeteria choice. You told the couple or newly married couple all are pros and cons of advantage and disadvantages of all methods, and what are the suitable for them, and they will choose from these suitable methods. This is called cafeteria choice. So, here what contraceptive methods will not suitable for this couple. So, first the because 5 months old girl, the exclusive breastfeeding, any oral contraceptive pills not suitable, and as because ectopic pregnancy, history of ectopic pregnancy, so IUD, that is copper T, is not suitable for them, and justify your answer. Okay, what contraceptive methods would you recommend for this couple? See, here husband couple has come. So, the husband also willing to take some methods, because he accompany her family, wife and child. So, it seems that he has willing to accept the contraceptive methods, that is, he is motivated. So, here you should alternate use of contraceptive method, that is barrier method. In this case, condom is the most suitable for this particular scenario. How can effectiveness of recommended method be increased? Yes, already you have told, you have taught that uh, when we increase our effectiveness of condom, we should apply spermicide jelly, and sponge is not much suitable. Spermicide jelly is the effective, it can affect, increase the effectiveness of condom, and you must told him or him for the withdrawal, because it carefully, he must be careful when cautious about withdrawing, because that time it sleeps or ejaculate may spill into vagina, and it is called and it's cause the pregnancy contraceptive failure. That is why we use additive for spermicide jelly along with condom to increase its effectiveness. Enumerate two important disadvantages of said methods. Yes, one disadvantage is sensation lack of sensation or regular motivation, it may they might forget each and before each and every coitus, and its failure rate also 3 to 14%, that is quite high. Though the failure rate is at the result of faulty use or not careful for the withdrawing or etc. These are the disadvantages. Now, problem 3. Mrs. Kamala, a 28 years old third Gravida, gave birth to a baby girl at home, mind it, and an untrained village die. Also carefully emphasize this point. Delivered the baby who weighed 2.5 kgs. This is quite normal for Indian scenery. Appeared normal at birth. Okay. Kamala has not received any antenatal care during pregnancy. This is most vital point. And 5 days later, the baby girl stopped sucking, developed trismus, had few convulsions, and ultimately died after 2 days. My dear students, this is obvious a scenario of neonatal tetanus. And what is the cause of these newborns neonatal tetanus? Nowadays, this type of condition may not seen in the community, but maybe some case may be reported, but you have to know this problem and mention the immunization schedule during pregnancy and aseptic measures during delivery that should have been followed to prevent such death. Yes, this is important for you. There are immunization for pregnancy. You have to go through the each and every line of immunization schedule for pregnant mother and also the child. First immunization to be first tetanus toxoid TT1 should be taken within 12 weeks, and second TT2 will be given after 4 weeks or 1 month, that is 16 to 18 weeks, and if possible, if she is not regular, then it also given may given at the before of delivery, and if she immunized history of complete immunization within 3 years, then subsequent pregnancy she will give only one booster dose, and the next subsequent it will protect her for 5 years. Then in case of third child, if within 5 years there will no need of immunization TT1, but in regular scenario that first 2 TT will be given, first one within 12 weeks or as early as possible, and second is after 1 month. And if second second pregnancy will occurred or happened within 3 years of the previous completed immunization history, then need only one booster dose. This should be mentioned in your answer. And aseptic method, you have already taught that 5C, that is clean hand with soap and water, that is clean hand, clean surface, where the delivery will be occurred, and then this is 2, clean hand and clean surface. Third one, clean cutting surface, that is razor, blade or razor, and clean cord tie, that is cord tie should be clean. It supplied from hospital, disposable delivery kit, in disposable delivery kit. And fifth one is the clean cord stump, that means there is nothing applied on cord stump. After cutting the cord, there is the stump is there, that is tied, and no antiseptic lotion or anything, is nothing applied to the cord stump. It should be kept dry. Okay. So, 5 clean method should be followed for immunization for tetanus. And nowadays every delivery should occur and happen in the institution. So, we nowadays we emphasize for institutional deliveries. You have already taught the Janani Suraksha Yojana, Nishchay Jan, that all program will emphasize the for motivate for the institutional delivery. And nowadays institutional delivery is increased high. Now come to the next problem. Mrs. Anita Baudi, 25 years, primigravida, had undergone normal delivery at term on 25th March 2020 at 7 p.m. in Bankura Sammilani Medical College. The newborn was a male baby. Okay. The nursing staff on duty swabbed the eyes medial to lateral. Mind carefully notice this line, the medial to lateral, with sterile cotton using separate swab for each eye. Okay, and applied mercurochrome on the cord stump. Okay, wet the baby and gave bath with lukewarm water and wrapped him. Okay. Weight of the baby was 2.6 kgs, and he was then transferred to the nursery. He was given feeds of glucose water and handed over to his mother in the next morning. Now, you see the 7 p.m. delivered, baby delivered at 7 p.m. and next it's handed over to his mother the next morning at 6:30 am, a long period. Now, you will carefully read the problem twice, and question is, enumerate the correct care provided by the teaching hospital with regard to newborn care. My dear students, you have to answer question number wise. You need not write the question body. You only write the problem number over your answer sheet, problem that is problem 4 or 3 or problem 7, and directly you go to the answer, that is 1, you write the 1 and enumerate the correct care provided by the teaching hospital regarding, and you mention that point what are the correct care. So, you need not write the question again, only you write number 1 and then answer as regarding your problem. That is, here the correct one is the from beginning, that nursing staff on duty swabbed his eye medial to lateral with sterile cotton, use separate swabs for each eye. This is correct care. And next, mercurium is not, this is wrong. Weighed the baby, this is right. Weighed the baby this is the birth weight. We have to we have to need every situation what is the birth weight. We have to mention in the discharge certificate or maternal mother and child protection card, that is 2.6 kg. This is a right but correct care. And gave bath lukewarm water, not, this is very wrong, for it cause hypothermia. And wrapped him. Wrapped him is quite good, but gave bath and lukewarm and wrapped, this is are wrong thing. And he has then transferred to the nursery. This is questionable if there is any problem, if there is any respiratory distress or respiratory problem, then should be in transfer to the nursery, but normal baby should not be transferred into nursery baby. And so this also a wrong statement. And he has given feeds of glucose water, this is very bad things, incorrect care. Prelactal feeding must not be given, only and only exclusive breastfeeding is to be encouraged and given. Handed over his mother in next morning. In baby friendly hospital or baby friendly initiative, you know that as soon as possible after normal delivery, this is normal delivery, after normal delivery as soon as possible, after 10 minutes or cutting the cord, that after cessation of pulsation you have to cut the cord, and then just only dap the baby and wipes the extra water, excess water, and wrap the baby, keep it warm, and place into the side of mother, the rooming in, it called rooming in. And if the here is 2.6 kg, so no this is quite normal. Below 2.5 kgs, that is 2499 grams including, and below that is called low birth weight, and 2500 gram is the normal baby in our country. So in case of low birth weight baby, there should be extra cautious, extra but in here only wrap the baby and keep it to mother. Oh, that is this is I want to say about the kangaroo mother care. In case of low birth weight baby, mother and baby in the same skin to skin touch and wrap over the both. If this is the baby and open mother's cloth and skin to skin touch, then wrap over both with the sarees or under garments anyhow. That is baby will warm from the mother's body temperature. This is the very good technique nowadays and followed. This is called kangaroo mother care. and baby will keep it side by mothers, that is called rooming in. Yes, that second question, which steps in this case is or are not baby friendly? Comment on it. One should not transfer to the nursery, this is not baby friendly, and glucose of water should not not baby friendly, and handed over next morning, these are all not baby friendly, and so we should keep it baby as soon as possible mother's lap and start breastfeeding. My dear students, fast yellowish secretion, that is colostrum, should be given to the baby as soon as possible. Okay. Now come to the next problem. Srimati Meera Mahato, 30 years, second gravida, had undergone normal delivery at term on 26th March 2020 at 7 p.m. at home by a TBA. TBA means trained birth attendant or traditional birth attendant. The newborn was female baby. The TBA swabbed the eyes medial to lateral with clean cotton swab separately of each eye. Okay. Applied mercurochrome on cord stumps. Again this is as compared to the previous problem, this same problem, and weight the baby, this is good, color coded spring balance applied to her. She gave her bath, no, this is a wrong, and wrapped with katha. Katha means is made from clothes, old sarees, and fine and thin for wrapping, 2 to 3 layer of sarees, and made for newborn baby for wrapping and keep it warm. This is good, but bath with lukewarm water, this is not this is bad, this is not good. Weight of the baby was yellow zone, that is not green, so this is in low birth weight, and then if the yellow zone, it should not be bath before 1 week, and it should not be. If in winter season 1 month is quite okay, we should not bath the baby because of hypothermia. We only dab or clean the passing stool or soiling, etc. But bathing is a very bad steps for it might cause of hypothermia of the baby. So, the bathing is the very bad care, and she was given feed honey. This is also a incorrect approach by her grandma. Uh, Traditional birth attendant also advise mother to give breastfeed every 2 hours. 2 hours, this is not baby friendly as required. You should not you should not fix the hours, and sips of water as the hot season, that is March. This is also a very bad thing. If even in hot season there is no need of water, only exclusive breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding, only and only, nothing else, nothing else. Even water should not be given to the baby up to 6 months. Okay. Until and otherwise needed medically advised. Okay, there is no need of water, because mother's milk, breast milk is enough, have enough water for meet up the thirst of the baby. Enumerate the care provided by the TBA with regard of newborn care and comment it. Okay, you should enumerate the positive point and negative point, and according to this you comment on it. Already I discussed the previous problem same. Here is the eye is medially laterally swerved the eyes, this is good care, and applied microcomb, this is not I have to we have to maintain the 5C, that is clean cord stump, that means there is nothing applied to cord stump, it keep it dry, and wet the baby is good thing, lukewarm water bathe with it is bad thing, and yellow zone, you have to she have to refer the baby to the nearest hospital, SNCU, and honey, this is the prelactal feeding is a very bad thing, and she should not fix the hour or time as for breastfeeding. We told that we follow the guideline of exclusive breastfeeding of feeding practice of newborn, that is as soon as as required, as when it required, as and when required. When baby cried, it should be given, that may be half an hour, that may be 20 minutes, that may be 40 minutes, whatever. Okay. Now come to the next problem, problem 6. In November 2019, the DAI told ANM that Rohini gave birth to her third baby girl named Shushila, third baby, and emphasize this point, and 2 days back, okay, Rohini is 19 years. Oh, with 19 years she already gave 3 baby. Oh God. Was married at 15 years. Oh, okay. She already has 2 elder daughters, the younger being born November 2019. Okay. The ANM went to Rohini's house. The DAI who delivered the child said Shushila weight 2.2, low birth weight. What is the cutoff, my dear students? Yes, 2.5 kg, that is 2500 gram, that is 2500 grams is the normal weight in Indian scenery, and below this, that is including 2499 grams and below, it is the low birth weight. Here is 2.2, that means 2200 grams is low birth weight. Is Shushila birth weight adequate? No, because it is below of 2500 gram. Okay. Enumerate 4 important points that ANM should discuss with Rohinis during home visit shortly after birth. First, you should mention no bathing at least 7 days, or it may be 2 weeks, 1 month, that is no problem, but we have to ensure to prevent the hypothermia. So, protect and baby in a wrap, baby wrap with the cotton sheet, katha, etc. And this is I think November, yes, November, this is a winter season. So, again here is kangaroo mother advice will be given, that skin to skin touch, mother and baby will skin to skin touch and wrapping over the mother's body with the kombol, katha, etc. 2 to 3 layers or maybe more for prevent the hypothermia. And home visit one thing, and regular breastfeeding, no prelactal feeding, regular breastfeeding and adequately, and she also demonstrate how to hold the proper positioning. You have already taught that proper positioning and proper holding and good attachment, wide open mouth, lower lip wide, lower lip outwards and upper areola seen only, and face to the mother's baby's nose, face opposite to the areola or nipple. These 4 points of attachment and 4 points of regular holding, that is head, neck and body should be one line and close to the mother's abdomen. Okay. These breastfeeding and proper attachment should be mentioned, and no bathing for prevent hypothermia and regular breastfeeding, no prelactal feeding and immunization. Yes, because it home delivery, and it should immunization first in BCG and hepatitis B and OPV 0 dose as soon as possible within 1 days within. Okay. And specify 3 important cause of such birth weight. Okay. That multiple pregnancy, teenage pregnancy and there is no spacing, there is no spacing. 15 to 19 years, within 4 years there are 3 child delivered by her. This is not a good thing, and we should encourage at least marriage at after 18 years, and first pregnancy preferably after 2 to 3 years, that is 21 years first pregnancy, and each and every pregnancy have should space at least 3 years. So, this should be mentioned, and proper antenatal checkup should be given. Here is not mentioned in about the antenatal checkup, might be, and antenatal checkup should be there, and hospital delivery, institutional delivery should be there. It all you write the chronologically. Okay. Thank you. Next, now come to the problem 7. Now this is for growth chart. Okay, and Shima Malakar was born in June 2019 and has birth weight been 2.8 kgs. Her mother brought her to ANM in the month of August and October. So, June June first birth weight, okay, and 2.8 kg, then she came to ANM on August and October. Check up the weight of Shima, for check up the weight of the Shima. Okay. The weight of Shima was 4.8 kgs on both last occasion. You see the August and October both are the both both are the same, not in increase of weight, and plot this weight on growth chart. So, my dear students, you have already shown this growth chart. This is ICDS growth chart, and you first mention, and these are there are two different growth chart is there, one for girl and one for boys. Here this is, and this is also pink color. This is girl, this is Shima Malakar. So this growth chart for Shima Malakar, this is pink, and one symbol of girl child is there, and you have to plot this weight on growth chart and draw line to connect these points. Comment on growth chart of Shima and mention the factors that may be responsible for this. First, this is quite hard to see you, but I will see I will show you in the next slide. This is the prominent for you. This is birth weight, and this is in June, and this is for in October, August and October. Okay, and every growth chart you have to name to mention the name of the baby. Okay, and plot this weight on the growth chart. Okay, fine. You have to weight according. Oh, another thing, how we will plot this, how will you plot this? We plot the one dot and encircle another with another circle with pencil. Okay, and June 2019, this is the birth weight, and this is 2 point, what is 2.8 kg and 4.8 in both occasion. Okay, so 2.8 kgs, here is mentioned in Bengali 2.8 kgs, that is after 2 this is 5 6 7 8, and I gave a point dot and encircle with pencil, and we have to weight the baby every completed month. Okay, every completed month. So August, and it should be on the line, that is second month. Okay, June, July, August, this point should be on the line, on the vertical line, and your weight is the 4.8, that is this is 4.5 and 1 2 3 8, this is 4.8, and you have to mark when where the cross intersection junction of the two line, intersect the two line, this is the intersect, when the intersect, this is the point to be pointed, marked, no in the box. Okay, and as subsequently the third point is the October, that is fourth month of the baby, this is 4.8. Okay, and you you mentioned that this curve is the straight one, the last two occasion is straightening. So here you find in the growth chart that straightening is the bipodjano, that means this is dangerous, and here you find that third point should fall in the yellow zone, that is not in a good condition, this is underweight, and the trend or curve is the straightened, it is not downward. If it is downward, it will be the very dangerous sign, and you have to draw line and connect this and comment on growth chart schema, mention the factors that may responsible for this. Okay. Now regular health checkup should be given, and regular breastfeeding should be given, and might she have not exclusively breastfed, or regular care of immunization care and regular checkup to the postnatal checkup should be there, because you see in June she gave birth in June 2019, and she came on the October month of mother bought her ANM of the August and October. After 2 months, June, July, August, after 2 months, she might not receive any immunization or any advice or any care of the baby. So postnatal care should be regular. At least 5 should for normal baby, or 7 for the underweight low birth weight baby, and here is the already 3 month gone. So she should be take care or proper breastfeeding habit, she must be aware of the good attachment, good holding, proper positioning, all these things, and mother should be encouraged for extra calorie, because its first 6 months she have extra 600 calorie. You should you remember that 350 calorie for pregnancy, 600 calorie for first 6 months, and 520 calorie extra calorie for after 6 months of lactation. Okay, you have to plot this, and I have made for you with the pencil, and comment the underweight for the age. Okay, next, this is also a another problem for this is for Shivam Malakar. This is male boy who come to the village recently, and Anganwadi worker asked, AWW means Anganwadi worker, asked them when Shivam was born. They said that Shivam was born in July 2019. This was also confirmed that the papers of hospital available with Basu, and his weight in different months. This is July 2019 3.2 kg, and August 4 kg, and September 4.5 kgs. This is quite good and upward, I think, and plot this weight in the growth chart again. Okay, and what is the direction of the growth curve and the birth of September 2019, comment on it. Okay, at least 4 points which Anganwadi worker will tell Shivam's mother during this period. Okay, now we will see the first you mention the name and select the color and male baby boy symbol. This is sky blue color, and the here is the chile, that means boy, and the figure of boy is here mentioned, and you should mention the name of the baby, okay, and plot the first dot on the first here like this. July, August, September. First July is the 4 point, I think 3.2, 4.5. Okay, this is 3.2, this is 4.4, and this is 4.5, and this curve is upward. You should see that this curve is upwards, and this is the normal weight for age. This is good. This is normal. Okay. And what direction of growth curve of the September 19? This is upward, upward. Okay. And comment on it. This is quite good, good weight, and growth of the baby is normal. Okay. And enlist 4 point which Anganwadi worker will tell Shivan's mother during this period. First, encourage for and congratulate congratulate her mother for keeping breastfeeding regularly, and because she gave breastfeeding regularly, so that baby gain the weight, and now a normal growth is there. So, first congratulate mother, then advise to continue the breastfeeding up to 6 months, exclusive breastfeeding up to 6 months, not even water. And third thing is the proper immunization should be there, and for fourth one, for mother, keep her in rest and proper nutrition and extra meal, that is because in within 6 months, so 600 extra calorie, and to be given. It mention or it should be advised to mother one extra meal, that is some extra portion of food to be taken every extra for every occasion or every meal, that is morning snacks, lunch, and evening snacks, and dinner, etc. Okay. And keep it regular weight to regular came to the Anganwadi worker, Anganwadi center, and regular came to the Anganwadi center for mother, because Anganwadi center will provide the extra meal for mother and child after 6 months. Okay. So, here the Anganwadi worker should will tell Shivan's mother to take every day's meal from every day's that supplementary meal from Anganwadi center, and regular weighing of the every month, keep it every month weighing the keep weight of the mother baby, and continue breastfeeding and continue the immunization schedule. Okay, fine. Now, next to the problem number 9. Shivu brought to sub-center because he has passed stool. Okay, now diarrhea, dehydration, my 5 times, stool for 5 times morning. Shivu is 7-month old. Okay, exclusive breastfeeding is over, 6 months is over. With normal nutritional status, he is irritable. Every point should be noted, my dear students. Nutritional status, and this is, he is normal nutritional status. Okay, he is irritable and has normal skin turgor, and his eye are not shrunken. Okay, so these points should be keep in mind and specify the dehydration status of Shibu, give reasons. What advice should be given to his mother for management? Name 3 measures which can prevent future occurrence of diarrhea. Okay, fine. So, first specify or classify of the dehydration. Now, baby is only irritable. There is no other sign or symptom. So, already you have taught that there is 3 types of dehydration: severe dehydration, some dehydration, no dehydration. Okay, my dear students, don't tell or don't write any terms of mild, moderate, severe. Not mention that. You should mention, you should go through the IMNCI protocol, and it should be clearly written in the park, and also Taneja what you should go through the park obviously, and here should be severe dehydration and some dehydration, no dehydration. Oh, another thing, this is 7 month, that is means child, and below 2 months this is young infant. This is not young infant, this is child. So, there is 3 types of classification: some dehydration or no dehydration, and I have to discuss only, I concise this portion, because you already taught and you already go through the classification elaborately in theoretical class, and that might two of the following, every table, every point, every column, you have you see that two of the following signs. If there is two of the following signs is there, then should it classify as some dehydration. First point is restless and irritable. Second point is sunken eyes. Third point is drinks eagerly thirsty. Fourth point, skin pinch goes back slowly. My dear students, goes back slowly means within 2 seconds. How we will count this? We pinch the abdomen of the baby, side of the umbilicus, not horizontal but vertical, vertical to the skin fold, along side of the baby's umbilicus, and full thickness of skin should be taken up and released, and if goes back in no time, that is normal. If there is a dehydration and goes back slowly, means it goes back within 2 seconds. How will you count it with wristwatch? No, you will count in mind, and or you count the loudly, utter the loudly that terms 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002 or 1001, 1002. Okay, that means 1001 when you utter the term 1001, it gives it takes 1 second, and 1002 it takes 2 seconds. So, if skin pinch goes back within your uttering 1001, 1002, then you recognize, you remember, you sure, you will sure that this is within 2 seconds. So, this is goes back slowly, and if goes back very slowly, then beyond 1001 and 1002 you utter 2 seconds, that is 1001 and 1002. If the skin pinch goes back very slowly beyond your counting 2 seconds, then it classify as skin pinch goes back very slowly, and this can classify is above, that is severe dehydration, and you will find that classification accordingly. and status. So you here only irritable. So no chance of two of the following. So no enough signs to classify as some or severe dehydration, then it classify as no dehydration. Understand, my dear students? Here only irritable sign is there. So this is not enough signs for classify or some dehydration or severe, no question of severe dehydration. So it classify as no dehydration. And here the give advice to the mother. Next question. What advice should have given to his mother for management? Yes, uh, give fluid and food to treat diarrhea at home, that is plan A. Give fluid and food to treat the diarrhea at home. It means give fluid means if baby is breastfeeding, yes, 7 months it is breastfeed baby. So give breast milk at first, then home available fluid HAF, home available fluid, that means rice water, dal and মুড়ির জল, চিড়ে ভেজানো, that means puff rice soaked into water or smashed rice soaked into water, etc. And not sweetened tea or yogurt water, that means ghol or lassi, and that must be not sweetened one, because a sweetened one should absorption of hampered and it dehydrated very much, and it extra glucose or extra sugar should not be there. Then mild tea may be given. In every commonly we say that breastfeeding, home rice water, dal, etc. And in home there is homemade ORS is nowadays not recommended. If ORS should be given in the plan B, and my dear students, you should keep it in mind plan C for severe dehydration. We used to plan C, that is IV fluid or injectable fluid, injectable IV fluid, that is plan C. Okay. Yes. Oh. Next portion, last portion, name 3 measures will prevent the future occurrence of the diarrhea. Yes, keep it mind that treatment is diarrhea is zinc tablet for 14 days. If within 6 months there 10 milligram per day, and after 6 months 2 to 6 months 10 milligram per day, and after 6 months baby child should be given 14 days 20 milligram 14 days. Okay, one thing. Another thing, proper sanitation, proper hygiene should be maintained, and hand washing, regular hand washing, and before eating and before cooking and before serving, advice to the mother, and water should be drinking water, that is preferably deep tubewell water should be drink. Okay. Now come to the next problem. Chandana is having loose motion for the last one day, She is 6 months old and has normal nutritional status. Okay, again the normal nutritional status. At present she is alert but has increased thirst and has decreased skin turgor and able to drink water. Okay, fine. Specify the dehydration status of the Chandana. What is the line of management? Okay, name the commonest etiological agent that may have caused the condition, this condition. So here is the chief complaint, or sorry, then this is signs are this is alert, she is alert, okay, and increased thirst and has decreased skin turgor and able to drink, okay, decreased decreased skin turgor and increased thirst. So you find that increased thirst and decreased skin turgor goes back slowly. So two of the following signs is there. So it is classified as, we classify as harm dehydration, and treatment is give fluid for fluid and food, and plan B. Okay, and plan B means ORS should be made at home, that is 1 liter 1 pack of ORS to be dissolved in 1 liter of water, and this dissolve very clearly with no precipitation, and it should take uh, sips of water frequently, and in case of some dehydration 75 ml per kg body weight, okay, in 4 hours. If 10 kg of baby's weight 10 kg, child weight 10 kgs, then 750 ml, okay, 750 ml should be given within 4 hours, okay, and advice to mother when to return immediately. If this condition will not subside or remedy it, it should be goes if the baby is worsen, then advise the mother immediately return to the hospital, and follow up after for 5 days if not improving, and give him the food, and also the home available fluid. If baby is 6 months, if baby is breastfeeding, continue breastfeed and give ORS, and also give the zinc tablet for 10 milligram per day for 14 days, okay. And what is the earliest eye sign? Oh no, this is next question. Name the commonest etiological agent that may have caused. Okay, my dear students, you have already taught and know that rotavirus is the most commonest agent, etiological agent for the neonatal diarrhea. Okay, childhood diarrhea, rotavirus. Nowadays rotavirus vaccine is there, is given to the if not given to the child, it should be given. Next, problem 11. A 10-month-old baby come to primary health center PSC with bilateral pearly white foamy triangular spot on bulbar conjunctiva. Oh, this is vitamin A deficiency. This is called Bitot spot. You have already know uh, one model is in our department, and this is in lateral bulbar conjunctiva, white foamy patch. Nowadays this signs is very rare because vitamin A supplementation is very widely given. And what is sign is called, this is a bitter spot, and deficiency of which nutrient is caused condition, vitamin A. And what is the line of management according to the national program? Yes, 10-month old baby, here the 2 lakh mega unit to for subsequent 2 days. Yes, 2 lakh mega unit and vitamin A oil, retinol permitted, it supplied the government uh, in amber color bottle, you have already shown I think, and in spoon is there, one full spoon is 1 lakh, and 2 spoon is mega dose for 1 day, and subsequent next day, the very next day it should be given next dose, 2 mega dose, 2 lakh unit. Below 6 month 1 lakh, and below above 6 month 2 lakh mega dose. Okay. Name the earliest sign. Earliest sign is the conjunctival xerosis, or that is dryness of conjunctiva. These signs like that looks like sandbank on receding tide. You may shown in Digha, Puri or Mandarmani, when one tide goes back, then sand are just blinking or dry up, and with wet base. This is called the sign of conjunctival xerosis, just dry up conjunctiva, but with base is wet. This is the earliest sign. And next, Bitot pores or corneal xerosis and xerophthalmia will be there. And first symptoms, what is the meaning of signs and symptoms? Signs which you have seen, you doctor will see from the in the patient, this is sign. And symptoms, what complaint tell the patient to you, and symptoms mother tell you first, doctors or sisters doctors, my child will not see in night, or humble in night, and night in night he or she, my child is find some things like a blind man. So this is night blindness is the first symptoms. Okay. And problem 12, the condition ice pack is in your vaccine carrier melted within 2 hours. Identify the possible cause of problem, and how many condition ice pack should be kept in the vaccine carrier. Okay, I will show you. This is an ice pack, and this is when it conditioned, and water should be taken in the neck, and with the line above up to the line of the bottle. This is the water line. It should be freezed in deep freeze with the temperature of minus 15 to minus 25 degree centigrade. and it freeze, and when you bring from the deep freeze, you should not keep into the ice vaccine carrier. You should wait, and you should leave on the table or normal temperature. When the inside the ice container, ice when start to melt, one crackling sound is there, that is just start to melt the ice, that is the temperature near 0 degree, at 0 degree temperature ice will melt. So when the crackling sound, one crackling sound heard to you, that is the ideal time. Then it should provide the +2 to +8 degree temperature inside the vaccine carrier. Okay, and there are four ice pack in the vaccine carrier. And my dear students, this is a vaccine carrier, you have already shown, and this is the top lid, and is and it is not transparent, this is opaque plastic, and in sky blue in color, and here is one another jacket is there. Another jacket is there to prevent the heat and sunlight also, and it is some provided in sky blue color or ash color. And inside vaccine carrier, you see that 4 groove is there, one is there above and side, 4 wall. This is the position of the vaccine carrier, and 4 I place the thing 2, 3, and this should be in vertical, not horizontal. Okay, it so like this, and it should be vertical, and then if lid properly tighten, and here is the extra jacket is there, and you should keep, and you may carry the vaccine. Okay, okay, fine. So if within 2 hours the identify possible cause of problem. In vaccine carrier, we can take the vaccine for 6 to 8 hours, that is for one session from main site to the outreach session. It provides 6 to 8 hours, but here is within 2 hours, only within 2 hours it melts. So there must be a problem. One problem is that the top lid was not properly tightened, it may be loose, or inside the vaccine is 16 to 20 vaccine will be there, it might excess, or inside water spillage, or another thing should may be there. So first thing, you keep the tight the top lid accurately, properly, and 4 ice pack should be there. otherwise it will melt. Okay. Uh, how many and in the session, in the outreach session, no ice pack should be taken out from the vaccine carrier. Four ice packs should be given, should be kept in the vaccine carrier all time. Okay, no ice pack should be should keep out from the vaccine carrier and take it into the table and give your vaccine in the your session. Not that, only vaccine vial should be taken away, taken up, taken from the vaccine carrier, and four ice pack should be kept in the vaccine carrier. Okay, how many condition ice packs should be kept in the vaccine carrier? 4 I have shown, and it placed in the vertical fashion. Now, this is I think last problem. Gopal, a 45 years old, daily wages, and come to OPD because this is a very interesting problem. He had developed two hypopigmented skin patches on his left arm over the last 1 year. Okay, the patches are well circumscribed with loss of sensation. On examination, his left ulnar nerve showed thickening. Okay, my dear students, you have already guess what is the problem. Yes, this is Gopal suffering from leprosy, and give reason for your diagnosis. Mention the drugs with doses, schedule and duration of the treatment. Should Gopal be allowed to continue his work as a laborer? Yes, give reasons for your answer. Okay, fine. Now discuss the first category of the leprosy. There are two category. There are others category, Indian category or TT or LL pattern, but in for treatment purpose we categorize two varieties, that is this is WHO classification, paucibacillary and multibacillary. Okay, this is WHO classification. Yes, in paucibacillary 1 to 5 skin lesion, hypopigmented or reddish skin with definite loss of sensation, with 1 to 5 skin lesion should be there, and only one nerve, only one nerve. One nerve means that demonstrated by definite thickening of loss of sensation and weakness of the muscles of hands or feet or face. Here the ulnar nerve is thickened, but we do not know about the nerve involvement, only thickening. Patches are well circumscribed with loss of sensation. On examination, his left ulnar nerve shows thickening. All right, all right. Here only one nerve thicken is mentioned. There must be hypothenar muscle wasting, clawing of the little finger or ring finger, it should be there. That is the involvement of the muscles or hands with the nerve involvement. Yes, this is paucibacillary, and another is multibacillary, that is there is 6 or more lesion and more than one nerve, that is 2 or more than one nerve involvement. Okay, and the treatment of paucibacillary. So you already ensure that Gopal suffering from paucibacillary, and mention the drug doses and schedule. Yes, here the rifampicin and dapsone, and rifampicin 600 once and dapsone 100 once monthly supervised dose, and followed by dapsone 100 daily dose unsupervised to be given, taken at home by the patient, and completion of the 6 monthly pulses within 6 to 9 months. In case of possibacillary, we have to provide the 6 strip, 6 pulses, one pulse in every month to be continued within 9 months. Okay. So 6 to 9 months to be completed within 6 to 9 months. So you have to mention the name of the drugs and duration of the treatment as well. Okay. And finally, he should continue his work laborer, but may provide but keep cautions some measure, because it's slow growing, but he wear some gloves or wrap the cotton with the handle of the tools what is he use. Care of the hand or care of the feet and care of the eyes should be there. In here the because it only the arm involved in the ulnar nerve and hypopigmented patch on the left arm. So it my hand care is the main thing. Every day she watch the palm surface, any loss of sensation or any ulceration. Every day night he the wash with hand with soap and water, and apply the coconut oil or any Vaseline like that. Normally available cheap is the coconut oil. So we told the leprosy patient every day hand washing, and regularly check regularly visit the every month visit the hospital and check another if there is another lesion or any nerve involvement is there or not, and take the medicine regularly and to be completed within 9 months, 6 to 9 months, preferably 6 months. If not that, it will be 6 to 9 months. Okay. And there should be no discrimination or stigma at all. Okay. And we come to the end of the discussion. So my dear students, hope you enjoyed the session, and you please go through the all the problem card here. You may find like these problems in scenery are the more or less same, something is altered here, and you will find in the exam. And thank you, all the best wishes to you. Okay, thank you.